So welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K24 Next Gen. In today's video, we are back with another episode of our off-season rebuild series, and today it's going to be the New York Knicks. On Sunday, the Knicks season ended in the hands of the Indiana Pacers in Game 7 on their home floor. This was an up-and-down season for the New York Knicks, ultimately came out of the Eastern Conference as the 2 seed, and my God, did these guys fight. They have had more injuries than I can actually count. It is legitimately insane, the injury bug that this team got hit with, and they still made it to 7 games of the second round. So nothing but respect to the New York Knicks. They are a resilient team. They are a hard-fighting team, and I am very, very confident they are going to be back. Our goal today is to figure out exactly what roster moves do need to be made with this New York group, and ultimately lead this team to a championship. Of course, let me know any other rebuilds you want to see down below in the comment section. You know, we have more and more of these off-season rebuilds coming. Of course, we will get through all 30 teams at some point in time. It's just when they do get eliminated, so we are waiting for that. But yes, we have prospect rebuilds. I'm sure many of you want to see some challenges and some historic rebuilds as well. So yeah, this is legitimately one of my favorite times of the year because the off-season rebuilds are in full swing. Prospect rebuilds are kicking up before the draft, and sooner or later, you know it's damn well coming, these off-season free agency rebuilds. So I'm looking forward to those as well. Let me know anything else you want to see down below in the comment section. Let's get into it. I'm very excited for today's rebuild. I love this New York Knicks team. They are just absolute dogs. They fight, and there's really never an excuse with this team. So I love this group quite a bit. I know that might be weird considering I'm a Celtics fan, but I don't know, man. Something about this team just reminds me a lot of like the Isaiah Thomas Celtics. I'm not getting into a comparison between Jalen Brunson and Isaiah Thomas, but there's just something about this group. I really like it. I really do. So let's go ahead and talk about this roster. There are certainly a few questions that are going to come up this offseason for New York. A few things they do have to address and a few questions that need to be answered. So let's go ahead and talk about the state of New York basketball. So Jalen Brunson, superstar, MVP candidate, absolutely, without a doubt, going to be the franchise face of this team moving forward. I know he is extension eligible this offseason. I think New York would be smart to pay him now before he gets even better at some point in time. But yeah, you know, Jalen Brunson just hitting the prime of his career. He is certainly going to be the guy we're building around here today in this rebuild. Deuce McBride has been a fantastic emergence for this team. Fucking unbelievable contract. I mean, it is such a steal. I honestly feel bad for the guy because if he waited to do that extension, he'd be getting paid a hell of a lot more money right now. But certainly a very solid contributor off the bench for this team. I know he was in the starting lineup for some of those games after they basically just run out of guys to start. But Deuce McBride is certainly going to be my backup point guard for the foreseeable future. Shake Milton is here. I'm not really sure what my plan is with him here today. Didn't really play a ton, really at all. And I don't know. I mean, the contract's not terrible, so we'll see. Shooting guard spot, Dante DiVincenzo absolutely balled out. He had a little bit of a bigger role in these playoffs as guys started to go down. I like Dante quite a bit. I don't know if here in 2K he's a starting shooting guard on a championship team, so we'll see. But I certainly love the contract, and I love the way he plays. Alec Burks is entering unrestricted free agency. He was part of the deal with the Detroit Pistons at the deadline. Came over in a package with Bojan Bogdanovic, and Alec Burks had a really good Game 7. I'll say that. I don't know if there's much more that we can really kind of get out of him. He's 32 years old, and I certainly wouldn't mind getting a little bit younger, getting a little bit better. The small forward spot, kind of the biggest question of the offseason for New York is what is the future of OG Anunoby? You know, they swung that big deal almost seemingly out of nowhere with the Toronto Raptors. I think it was like a month prior to the deadline, and the tenure of OG Anunoby in New York has been very successful when he's been healthy. Unfortunately, he has certainly had his fair share of injuries while being in New York, so it's unfortunate. It's just kind of the reality of it with some guys, and I think they would be very wise to end up re-signing him this offseason. So I hope it doesn't kind of get into one of those situations because, let's be honest, OG has quite a bit of leverage right now just because, you know, New York gave up a lot to get him, and now he's entering unrestricted free agency. So I'm not sure what his price tag looks like. I'm assuming it'll be $30+ million annually, so he deserves it. He's a very good player. Bogdanovic, also injured. I mean, it's legitimately when it rains, it pours. It's actually unbelievable the amount of injuries that this New York team dealt with throughout the playoffs. It's insane. Daquan Jeffries. All right, the power forward spot. Julius Randle has been out for quite some time. He did not play a single minute in this year's playoffs. I know Shams Charania is kind of putting it out there that there are teams monitoring the availability of Julius Randle. I think, you know, my opinion of Julius Randle is interesting because he's an all-NBA player. He has a fantastic regular season and then has certainly some struggles come playoff time. So, you know, he didn't really get a chance to flip that script this time around. He's obviously been out for quite some time. He is also extension eligible, so you got to see if New York wants to do that. But, you know, the guy's pushing 30 at this point, and that's not to say he's a bad player because he's certainly not. But, you know, you got to, is he a number 2 on a championship team? You'll find out. Josh Hart is here. Oh, my God. Chef's kiss from Josh Hart. This guy just doesn't come off the court It's absolutely insane. Also went down with injury, surprisingly. But I have nothing but good things to say about Josh Hart. I'm happy he looks like he found his forever home in New York, playing next to Dante DiVincenzo and Jalen Brunson, the Nova boys. Preston Chua, I thought, gave New York some solid minutes in the playoffs. A little bit undersized for a power forward / center, only 6'8", but ultimately, I think can still be a really important rotation piece for this team. So he's also entering unrestricted free agency. I don't know who that is. And then the center spot, Mitchell Robinson, surprise, went down with injury. Mitchell Robinson is certainly a very strong defensive center. He's not going to give you a ton of offensive output, really, I guess maybe just besides inside in the paint, but he's only 26 years old. I'd like to keep him on this team. Talk about Isaiah Hartenstein, also 26 years old, entering free agency. The Knicks have to pay him. You have no choice. You absolutely have to pay Hartenstein. He had a really tough Game 7, but he is such an important piece of the future of this team. Jericho Sims, high energy guy. All right, I know that was a long conversation, and I fully understand that we just had a very big talk about this team, and a lot of it was positive. And that's not to say everything is sunshine and rainbows, because it's certainly not. Tom Thibodeau certainly gets a lot of criticism for the way he manages his rotations. I don't necessarily put all of the blame on him. I think at some point things do catch up to you, playing some of your guys 40-plus minutes a night, religiously. But I don't think the majority of the injuries that New York suffered this season were strictly on him. I think he made do kind of with what he had. So overall, I think he's a pretty decent head coach. So we'll see. Up to the draft. They do have 2 first-round picks, 25 and then 26, and they have number 8 overall in round 2. My plan is to draft 2 players, 24 and 25. It is never a bad idea to add more pieces to a team like this that could potentially crack the rotation at some point. So I'll see you guys in the draft. I did consider a little bit maybe combining the 2 first-round picks we had to trade up. Decided against it. I probably could have done it, but here's a look at the summary. So Sarr went number 1 overall to do Atlanta. Reza Shea, Nikola Topic, Collier. Klingon, I thought it was Spawn Castle, not Castleton. All right, so Zach Edey sitting here. There's certainly something to say about maybe bringing him onto this team. Iguodala. Tyler Smith sitting here. I don't think that's the worst idea in the world. All right, Tyler Smith's going to be my guy there. And then we actually have the pick right after this as well. Do I draft Zach Edey? I'll draft Zach Edey. Imagine Zach Edey, New York. And then we do have the 8th overall pick in round 2. I don't really know who we kind of can think about taking here. I mean, Dylan Jones, Juan Nunez. I don't really know much about him. Out of Spain? Sure, why the hell not? Again, I don't know if these players are ever actually going to play for us or crack the rotation, but it's... Oh, he's 76 overall. Oh, and a 73. Wow, not bad. Good draft. All right, OG Anunoby, surprise, surprise. Declines his $20 million player options. We will pick up the team option for Jericho Sims. Preston Chua is restricted, excuse me. I might have said unrestricted earlier, but right now, OG Anunoby is my number 1 priority, right? This is a New York team that no matter what is not really going to have a lot of flexibility in terms of spending power. A lot of their money is tied up in players, and they are pretty much going, past the salary cap at this point. So OG Anunoby only wants about $19 million here in 2K. I don't think that's nearly going to be accurate. I think he'll be much more around 30, but that's just my guess. So got to get him back. And then is the game not going to allow me to bring back Isaiah Hartenstein, or is it? It looks like it is. And we are good. All right, Alec Burks can go. Achua's obviously still restricted, so we're good there. Jacob Topp and Dwayne Watt, goodbye, all of you. So I'm very happy to get OG and Hartenstein back. We are going to go ahead and wait on Achua and just see, what was he asking for? He wants... It's not bad. All right, we'll bring him back as well. I know there is a plethora of depth here on this team right now, so I would not be against maybe making one major move. Okay, we just pulled off a trade with the Memphis Grizzlies. Added Desmond Bane. I'm not going to lie, I just spent 10 minutes looking for an upgrade at the shooting guard spot, and I found one. My thought process on this is we all know Bogdanovic is going to regress. It's just the reality of 2K and him being 35 years old. I didn't want to give up Achua. I would have liked to have hung on to him, but ultimately there's just way too much depth kind of at that power forward center spot right now, so he was kind of out of the rotation. And then I gave up, Shake Milton and a couple draft picks, whatever the hell it was, who cares? So that is the team. We're now going to have DiVincenzo come off the bench, where I think his role will maybe be a little bit better, but I'm super excited to have Desmond Bane here as a starting shooting guard. Certainly a little bit of an upgrade. Not a crazy upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless. So Brunson, McBride, and then I did draft Juan Nunez. I don't really know if he'll be playing at all this year, but maybe he'll spend a year in the G League. But this team is pretty much good to go. I'm going to have Tyler Smith play behind OG Anunoby. It's going to be Randall and Hart, and then Edey. I don't know if I'll throw him in the G League, but at some point in time, maybe he'll get some minutes, but not right now. So that's the team. I'll see you guys at the start of year 1. Start of year 1 for us here in New York. We are ready to go. This offseason, we decided to make a little bit of an upgrade at our shooting guard spot. Adding Desmond Bane to this team, he has a new backcourt mate here with Jalen Brunson, and this is a really good team. There is a lot of depth, quality depth at that, and I think this team can certainly make some noise in a not-so-great Eastern Conference. So here's how it's going to look. We just went over Brunson and Bane, obviously brought back OG Anunoby, maybe had a little bit of a steal because we gave him $19 million annually, but shout out 2K. Julius Randle, and then Mitchell Robinson. There's an argument to maybe start Hartenstein, maybe gives you a little bit more offensively. Mitchell Robinson maybe a little bit more defensively. Both pretty good on the glass. I might even give the edge to Hartenstein on that, but 2K wants Robinson to start. He's higher overall, relatively similar age. So that's what we're going to go with. Bench unit. DiVincenzo will be my sixth man. He got Josh Hart behind him, Isaiah Hartenstein in here, Miles Deuce McBride, and then Tyler Smith, who we went ahead and drafted, and he's going to be my backup small forward behind OG. So I am excited to see what this team can provide for us. If you were wondering, Zach Edey and what's our point guard's name? Juan Nunez, they're both down in the G League here, so they're hopefully going to develop a little bit. I don't really fucking know. I will see you guys at the end of year number 1. Luka Doncic wins his first career MVP here at the end of the first regular season, but more importantly, what a first year for us. 59-23 is the record, 1 game off of a 60-plus win season, and we are feeling good right now. We are very, very happy. No, it's Castle. Paul Reed found a new home in Indiana. He's your 6th man of the year. Wemby's your deep boy. Art Thompson, most improved. Damian Lillard, clutch player of the year. Wow, the Atlanta Hawks won 60 games. I thought we were going to be the 1 seed, but no. 60 wins. All right. Here are the standings. Let's check them out real quick. We are 1 game behind Atlanta, obviously. And then, so we will be facing a play-in team in round 1. Here's a look at the Western Conference. Let's dive into some numbers real quick, see how everybody played. Jalen Brunson, definitely in the MVP conversation once again. Desmond Bane emerged as a really fantastic second option. Julius Randle was really solid, about 29, 3, and 29, 3.5. Okay. Good. OG Anunoby, obviously the scoring output isn't really there, but it's also not really needed. There are a lot of guys that can score the ball here, and for the price tag that we're paying him right now, I don't really care what he does, honestly, as long as the defense is good. DiVincenzo as our 6th man. He got Josh Hart, Tyler Smith, Mitchell Robinson, Hartenstein, and then Deuce McBride. Rebounds per game was Robinson, and then assists was Mr. Brunson. So we are facing a play-in team. That play-in team is going to be the Boston Celtics. Okay. Not my favorite play-in team to face. They are obviously good. They are talented, and I'm not really sure how they're playing team, to be honest with you. So we are the home team, though. We are the better team according to the rankings and the standings. So let's just go out and prove that. We are currently up 3-2 against the Celtics. We win in 6. All right, now moving on to the Cavaliers here in round 2. This Cavaliers team is pretty good. We all know 2K loves the Cavs, and they have talent. They have good overall. So here goes nothing. We are up 1-0. We are up 2-0. Good start. They do win game 3 on their home floor. We take 4, though. They win 5. Oh, my God. They won 6. Do not blow a 3-1 lead. Thank you. All right. It is Eastern Conference Finals time. No. What the hell? Why? This is a 60-win team? That's a little bit of a surprise. I'm not going to lie to you. I know SAR's here. I know they said the number 1 overall pick, all that shit. Also, what in the big 2025 at this point, you're starting Nikola Vucevic over Alex Sarr, who you just took number 1 overall? Fucking spare me, 2K. All right, here goes nothing. We win game 1 on the road and game 2. Okay, just pack them up. Thank you. Thank you. All right, it is NBA Finals time. We are taking on Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks. Here's a look at their group. Luka and Kyrie, obviously an extremely talented backcourt. Josh Green, Omax starting. Gafford, you got Derek Lively. So it looks like they lost. Ooh, old friend Obi Toppin here. Looks like they might. Oh, no, they did not lose PJ Washington. Okay, why the fuck is Omax starting that? And respectfully, of course, but why? I don't know. All right, safe to say that Dallas has the best player in the series. Jalen Brunson looking for a little revenge on his old team, though. We go up 3-1, and are we getting a championship here in year 1? You know how fantastic that would be for, my mental health for the remainder of this video? That'd be great. All right, let's just hopefully hold this lead, and I'll see you guys in there. Certainly wasn't expecting the championship in year 1. I thought this team was maybe still a piece or 2 away, but I'm always going to take it. I'm never going to complain about something like that. So, ooh, baby, Jalen Brunson, excuse me. What happened? Are you fucking kidding me? What? Is he shooting a technical? What did I just miss, right? This game is still within reach. How did that just happen? I'm so confused. What did I just miss? He fouled out. Why is Deuce McBride not in the game? No! What the hell is oh my God. What is actually going on right now? Shoot that, Daniel. You won't. Shoot. I'm actually so wildly confused. If somebody knows, did I try to put in a sub who was had too many fouls? I don't even think that's a thing. I don't know. I'm actually at a loss for words. I can't imagine they gave somebody a technical here. God damn it. All right, I'm taking a timeout. I'm getting the lineup in that I want. I don't know what the actual hell I'm witnessing right now. All right, I don't hate the idea of having, because we have a really good bench unit. So you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm actually gonna go ahead and play Desmond Bane at the point guard spot. That could be a mistake, and then I'm going to go ahead and play Josh Hart at the not Eric fucking Gordon. Josh Hart at there, and then I'm going to put OG Anunoby there. All right, and then I think I'm comfortable leaving Robinson in. All right, that's the team we're going with. Obviously, it sucks not having our best player, and Dallas got some free throws for basically no goddamn reason, but yeah, I am just mildly shocked that we are now in a 3-point game here against Dallas. So I'd like to close them out right now. Luka is just giving Desmond Bane some hell. Unfortunately, go back over here to OG Anunoby. I'm sure many of you are aware of this fact, but I am not necessarily good at gameplay. And so this is unfortunately the position we're in right now. Throw it up to Robinson. Oh my God. Only his 4th point of the night, but man, those were 2 big ones right there. Holy shit. That is an absolute baptism. All right, now we got to lock down a little bit defensively. We have a really talented defensive group in this game right now. That's kind of why I went with the rotation that I did, because there's really not a weak link defensively. Obviously, Desmond Bane is trying to deal with Luka the best he can. That is certainly not an easy... God, it's impossible. I might have to double him. I might. Is Kyrie even in the... Kyrie's not in the game, so you know what? It might not be a bad idea to double Mr. Brunson. All right, or Brunson, Mr. Doncic. All right, let's go ahead and call an ISO. I'm not going to ball handle with Desmond Bane too long, but what I am going to do, I'm going to call floppy. I'd like a 3-point dagger right now. If somebody can just give me that. OG Anunoby coming up. That's not who I'm fucking passing to. Robinson just going to go inside. Easy layup. All right, how do I double? Team adjustments. Team adjustments. R2. No, wrong button. All right, this is why I don't play in-game a lot. All right, I will try to play on-ball defense against Luka. It is probably not... Oh, my God. He's giving me the business, right? There's nothing I can do about that. That's ridiculous. I mean, at this point, we're fine if we want to trade buckets. If we want to keep playing this way, I'm completely cool with that. Let's kick it over here to Julius Randle. Work down low against Obi Toppin a little bit. Little spin move. Hit him with it. Okay, that's not working. Go back over to Robinson. We got 6 on the shot clock. We're going to force up a really bad shot right now. Hart puts it in. Oh, my God. Oh, my Josh Hart. I knew there was a reason we put you in the game right there, young fella. Holy shit. All right, well, they need a 3 pretty badly as the clock hits 1:20 left to go. They're going to... What the hell are you doing, Josh? Oh, my God, he missed. I mean, to be fair, it's an open shot, which I don't love, but at least it wasn't Luka taking it. We're going to blow by Luka right now. No, we're not. Stop on a dime. Bane puts it in. No timeout. Wow, they still have 4 timeouts, not taking one. I think one more stop, and this thing might be over, my friends. Holy shit. All right, Luka. Oh, my God. I sagged off for just a second, and I learned the hard way. All right, we are going to hold the ball. Now we're going to waste as much time as humanly possible because there's absolutely no reason that I want to do anything else. And then I'm going to call a screen. Hopefully it's coming from one of the big men, either Randall or Robinson, and we'll call it with about 9 seconds left. It's going to come from Randall. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, my God. Julius! Got it to go. Good night. Championships in year 1 are always my favorite thing. Jalen Brunson getting that finals MVP, just insane numbers from our superstar. And obviously that's great. I mean, we have a few less decisions to make this offseason in terms of maybe a major trade or something like that, and I am very, very happy. All right, draft lottery time. I think it's going to say we're supposed to have the Pistons pick. I don't think we're actually supposed to, so I think there's protections on it. It falls at number 12. I don't know if that's actually going to be ours or not, but I'll double check. Thibs is still here, so we are happy. Let me head up to the draft. Let me confirm the draft pick, and I will be right back. Unfortunately, we do not get the draft pick. I thought that was going to be the case, and it's the reality of the situation that we're in. So I'll just read you it real quick. Detroit's first-round pick to New York, protected for selections 1 through 18 in 2024. Obviously, that happened, so they ended up keeping it 1 through 13 in 2025. So if it was 14 or lower, we would have got to keep it 1 through 11 in 2026 and 1 through 9 in 2027. So there's a strong chance we're not going to get the pick. It is what it is. Who the hell cares? So our own first-round pick, I believe I traded it in, was it the Desmond Bane deal? It probably was, but we are just going to skip over the draft entirely. So Brunson's entering unrestricted free agency. Same with Randall. I'll pick up the option on Nunez, and now my priority switches over to making sure I get both of our star players back, because if I don't, we are screwed. Jalen Brunson has no real offers yet, so I'm just going to pay the man a whole lot of money. Same thing with Mr. Randall, and we end up retaining the services of both of these fine players. So I'm excited to have both of them back. Now, it's going to be interesting because I think there is a bit of a conversation about whether or not we maybe want to make a move. Now, I'm not saying we have to, but there is a lot of depth on this team, and I wouldn't mind maybe making at least one upgrade. Oh, I think Knicks fans might kill me. They might kill me. As you can see, I just made a deal with the Miami Heat, and I traded away both your centers and picked up Bam Adebayo. Oh, it's not a move I'd probably ever do in real life. Yes, I fucking would. Who am I kidding? I love Bam. I don't love Bam. I hate Bam, but Bam is significantly better than both Hartenstein and Robinson. I also gave up Juan Nunez in the deal. It thins out some of the depth we have, but ultimately with injuries off, it doesn't really matter. I gave up a bunch of draft picks as well. So, yeah, I'm sure New York fans might actually kill me. I don't know. For that, I am sorry. But we know we got a really good center here. Now Zach Edey's going to get to play a little bit. Who the hell cares? All right, so we have our 10-man rotation moving forward. I'll see you guys at the start of year number 2. I'll apologize once again before we kick off year 2. I still think Knicks fans are going to absolutely kill me. I don't blame you. I'm not going to lie to you. But here's how it's going to look for the second season in New York. Jalen Brunson, Desmond Bane, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, and Bam Adebayo. Be honest with yourselves. If you had the opportunity to trade Mitchell Robinson and Isaiah Hartenstein, like 2 draft picks, to get Bam Adebayo, would you do it? Put aside your hate for him right now. From a talent perspective, I think you'd do it. I'm not trying to justify my trade. I'm not going to justify anything to any of you. But here, I think this trade makes a lot of sense. So, sorry. All right, Dante DiVincenzo remains my 6th man. You got Josh Hart in here as well. Deuce McBride. Zach Edey now finally playing. And then Tyler Smith here as well. So, very, very good team. Still a decent amount of really good depth. And this team got even better. So, I will see you guys at the end of year number 2. You all might kill me. You might kill me. Not to say we had a bad season. We didn't. We won 56 games. It is obviously less than last year, and I might be reaping a little bit of what I sowed. And for that, I will take all the criticism in the world. Just, we won a championship. Don't come at me too hard. Another MVP for Luka. Cooper Flagg is a Chicago Bull. He's your Rookie of the Year. Cade Cunningham is somehow in Sacramento. Every single one of these rebuilds, I see Cade Cunningham on a new team that's not the Detroit Pistons. Why? Wemby's your D-boy. Hunter Sally, most improved. Devin Booker, clutch player of the year. Mark Daignault, head coach of the 64-win Thunder, is your coach of the year. All right, here are the standings. Funny enough, we are the 1 seed this time around, even though we had a worse record than last year. But you know what? I will still take it. I am not going to sit here and laugh about a season like this. Here are the numbers. Wow, that is okay. Well, I mean, I know we added Bam, so maybe that hurts things a little bit, but it's fine by me, as long as we're winning basketball games. Rebounds, Bam, and assist is Mr. Brunson. Round 1, we are going to be facing the Boston Celtics. Oh, my God. Okay, so Drew Holiday's gone. They added Rui Hachimura somehow, but the rest of this core and even some new bench pieces are still intact. So not an easy first-round matchup. Thanks a lot, 2K. I mean, it's just the NBA wants the ratings of Boston versus New York, and we sweep them. Okay. Moving on to the Atlanta Hawks. We placed them in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. I do not know why Alexander Sarr is not really playing starter minutes, but again, not my decision. Stupid is as stupid does. We have yet to lose a playoff game, up 3-0, and we finally lose a playoff game, and we're not doing this, 2K. Thank you. Eastern Conference Finals time. Maybe a little bit of revenge here against the Indiana Pacers. They've made some changes to their team. No longer have Miles Turner. That is certainly an interesting addition. They now have Keldon Johnson starting here. Ooh, my goat, Peyton Pritchard. Matherin's not even You're not starting Matherin over Keldon Johnson? That's a choice. All right, we're 1-1. We split the first 2 in New York. Win game 3 on the road. Lose game 4. Go down 3-2. Oh, my God. Yeah, Knicks fans might kill me. You might kill me, and for that, I don't really blame you. 20 points a game, SGA, really? All right, we are heading into the final offseason. I did not think we were going to win a championship every single year of this video, but we have to decide who we want to maybe move on from and who we'd like to hang on to. All right, let's sim through the draft water. Oh, good. Thunder just won a championship. Give them the number 1 overall pick. We should have that Pistons pick. It's at number 19, so we now do actually get the draft pick, which is good. Thibs, where did you go? Where did you go? Are you here? Oh, shit. Did he retire? He might have retired. I didn't even check. No, he did not retire. All right, where is Thibs? I'd like to retain our head coach. This game makes it way too goddamn hard to do that. There he is. All right, Thibs, come on down. Come on down. Welcome back to New York. Okay, up to the draft. We do have a first-round pick. It is not anything too crazy. It is number 19, and we have 27 of our own in round number 2. I'll draft somebody there, and then they very well could be traded. I'm not saying I 100% have to do that, but we don't have a lot of future assets right now, so maybe drafting somebody couldn't be the worst thing in the world. Okay, who is sitting here? Darius Acuff Jr. I see John Sannon. All right, why not? He's ranked high. I don't know if we're going to keep him or not, but he is going to be on this team right now. So he's a 73 overall. Could be a trade piece. Edey and Smith both coming back. Right now, I got to decide what I want to do with the entirety of this team. Do we have any major free agents? Oh, yeah, this guy's a pretty big free agent. So Bam Adebayo, welcome back to New York, and I'll see you guys with at least one move. We're going to look to make a small upgrade at our shooting guard spot. Desmond Bane's overall was going down last season. I'm not saying he had a poor season for us or anything like that, but Shaedon Sharpe's younger. I think the ceiling's a little bit higher, and ultimately I want to make a move, so why the hell not? All right, they have the same trade value. I knew they were not going to go through straight up. This is where we maybe throw in Josh Sinan or whoever the hell his name is, and then pretty much every single remaining draft pick we have, which is just 2, unfortunately. So come on, Portland. Let's do something a little stupid here. Let's just trade me one of your young stars. That would be a fantastic addition to this team. God damn it. All right, are there any other players I'd be willing to give up? This would hurt me, but I think I would. He's playing 10 minutes a night. Let's not sit here and act like we're really giving up anything or anybody of significant value. Certainly it will hurt a little bit, but ultimately there has to be somebody in free agency I can sign. I didn't necessarily love that move, but I think it's a better move. I think Sharpe will probably be about an 88 overall to kick off next season. So now our goal is to look for a new backup small forward. Sam Hauser, come on down. Absolute sniper coming off the bench. I'm also a little bit confused about OG Anunoby's overall. Like, again, I know that when we started this rebuild, he's 27, 28, whatever the hell years old he was, but that overall just does not move. It really does not. And again, the numbers offensively don't really blow you away. So that defense better be good, my friend. All right, I will see you guys at the start of the third and final regular season. Knicks fans are probably pretty upset with me right now. I know I brought you a championship in year 1, and then I went ahead and made a couple major changes, and then we lose last year. So we are trying to make it up this season. We are ready for our third and final regular season. This team is obviously immensely talented, and the personnel is certainly here to get a championship once again. Jalen Brunson, Shaedon Sharpe's overall did not move like I thought it would, so again, another blunder on my part. OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, and then Bam Adebayo. Bench unit, Dante DiVincenzo will be my 6th man. You got Josh Hart, Zach Edey, Miles McBride, and Sam Hauser. So this is the team. It's a very talented team. There's no doubting that. So hopefully this is the championship season. And yeah, also, what did Sharpe average last year? About 18 points a game. I'll see you guys at the end of the third and final regular season. It is our best regular season record yet at 67-15. I am very thankful for that because I was going to have all of New York killing me in my comment section. Nikola Jokic, another MVP. LZ Harrington's your rookie of the year. Bryson Tilley, 6th man. Wemby, another deep boy. Trey Johnson, most improved. Luka, clutch player of the year. And Thibs is coach of the year. Obviously, 67 wins is going to give us the 1 seed here. The 2 seed here didn't even win 50-plus games. Fantastic. Now, we were tied with the Thunder at 67 wins, so maybe a finals matchup brewing. We won it year 1, they won it year 2, so who the hell knows? Here are the numbers all across the board. Who really cares who does what as long as we are winning basketball games? It is us and the Toronto Raptors. We finally get away from the Celtics, even though we have beat them twice. Interesting Raptors team. Obviously, a couple old friends here with Emmanuel Quickly and RJ Barrett, but this team doesn't move me very much. And that is a clean sweep. All right, the Charlotte Hornets here. LaMelo Ball. Jaden Ivey is a fantastic addition. You got Brandon Miller, Tobias Harris, Mark Williams. All right, here goes nothing in round 2 against the Charlotte Hornets. Battle 2 really good point guards here in the Eastern Conference, and we do sweep. All right, yet to lose a playoff game. We get the Wizards, who now are led by Jamal Murray. There's just no fucking way this team's beating us. Yet to lose a playoff game. We are now taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder, as we kind of expected here in the NBA Finals. All right, here goes nothing. We are 1-0 right now. We are 1-1. We finally lose a playoff. Okay, don't do this to me. Yeah. What are these dog shit numbers? MVP candidate, my fucking ass. All right, well, yeah, New York fans might actually kill me. They might. I kind of destroyed your beautiful team that was full of I didn't destroy it. I don't know. I guess I'm happy we got the championship year 1. Obviously, years 2 and 3 didn't go great. This team's still fucking sick. Don't get me, like, New York fans, how mad would you be if this was your team? How mad would you be? I don't think you'd be very mad. All right, this one was still a blast, though. Don't get me wrong. I was happy we put together a team like this. I gave you a lot of my thoughts on New York to kind of kick off this video, but again, I don't have any problem saying, that if they were fully healthy, I think they beat Indiana. I don't really think that's a hot take. Just is what it is. Not a shot at you Pacers fans, but when 6 of your top 7 guys all have some sort of injury going on, and I know it's the playoffs, everybody's injured, but injuries where they can't really play, it's a little bit different. So I give a lot of credit to New York. They fought like hell to get to Game 7 of round number 2 and ultimately just couldn't get the job done. So I'm very excited to see how they go in this offseason. They're going to pay OG Anunoby. There's no surprise there. I'll be interested to see if they hang on to Julius Randle because I don't think it's crazy to say, look, New York, this isn't a shot at Julius Randle. He's great, especially in the regular season. I don't think it's crazy to say that this New York team almost played better in some ways without Julius Randle. And again, I'm not trying to make that a shot at Julius Randle. It just seems like guys got better shots when Julius Randle wasn't on the floor. So, again, it's nothing wrong with Randle. Maybe I'll be 100% wrong on that, and they'll be even better when he comes back, which maybe they will be. I just think that I'm of the opinion that the Knicks team might have looked a little better with Randle off the floor. I'm just saying. So, I'm very excited for the offseason. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. As always, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.